It's a great day to be alive and an artist. My name is Matt with the Hat, and today I'm going to talk about doing what you can. So, every day is a new day. Every day we have the opportunity to create new work. And some days we aren't able to do much. Some days we aren't able to do 5 minutes. Some days, all we have time to do is take care of the day to day. And what I want to say to you today is do what you can. The easiest excuse in the world is to say, I can't finish my painting today. The easiest excuse is to say, I can't finish my novel. I can't finish my song. I can't. And what I want to talk to you is about what you can do, right? So today, while you're watching this, what can you do, right? Let's say you love to draw and you haven't drawn in a while. Can you give 5 minutes? Maybe you can give 3 hours. Maybe your 5 minutes will turn into 3 hours because a lot of your time that you've been spending browsing and stuff like that, maybe you don't need that, right? But can you give 5 minutes? Because I know when I'm looking at YouTube, when I'm looking at any kind of video shorts, I go, there's not very much time there. It's not going to suck up all my time. But then it often does. So my challenge to you today is, when this video's done, is to go, all right, I can watch one video's worth of drawing. I can draw for one video's worth. I can write for one video's worth, one YouTube shorts worth of doing that. I can do just a little, because just a little is a step forward. It is one of the biggest illusions in American culture that there are a ton of overnight successes. In fact, you'll hear actors and singers and artists of all caliber talk about their supposed overnight success. And they will say, an overnight success was me working for 15 years straight perfecting my craft. And so often, those who are just starting out in the arts, they go, I'm not going to do it because I can't be as good as this person yet. And they buy in to the lie of the overnight success. And I call it a lie because there are very few people who have a legitimate overnight success. Okay? And when you are doing your art, sometimes we look at it and we go, I've got to have a finished product that is a Picasso. I've got to have a finished product that is a James Cameron, a Spielberg, a Guillermo del Toro. Or I've got to create at their caliber. And so we never start, because all we can see, because of our cop in the head, all we can see are the inadequacies. We see the things that make us not stand out. But if you give 5 minutes to yourself to just start, you may surprise yourself, because that 5 minutes will become 10 minutes tomorrow, 15 minutes, 20. And eventually you have a lifetime of work. Eventually you have awards. Eventually you are no longer an overnight success. You are a success. But it all starts with that 5 minutes of time. So the first thing we talked about really recently about just giving yourself some grace. And then the next part is once it's time, you got to step out and you got to do. My good friend Michael, his phrase is do the effing thing. Just do the effing thing. And the idea is instead, a lot of us will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But at some point, you got to do it. Otherwise, you're just talking. Right? One of my favorite things about the art of acting is it's about action. Right? It's about action, what actions we create on stage, what we do. And so, what can you do today to move forward in a new way? There may be some of you who are professional artists, right? And every day you're hitting the grind and all of this stuff like that. And you're like, I'm already putting forth all the work that I can do. And so my question to you is, what can you do to grow for fun? How can you stretch yourself in a way that isn't about the business? Because the business will take care of itself. You keep doing that stuff, and it's very easy in the profession to be squashed, for your creativity to be just reduced to the thing you did once. And it's very easy when we're successful in that thing for us to squash our own creativity. But do just a little bit of something different that moves you to a further dimension with your work. Maybe you paint abstract for a change. Maybe you paint realistic for a change. Maybe you do a screwball comedy, right? See what happens if you start to be what you want to be. See what happens if you allow yourself to be as free of an artist as you want to be. See what happens when you stop letting the business dictate your choices and you start letting your soul dictate. See how you thrive. I hope this is helpful for you. You are amazing. I love you. Have a beautiful day and keep making art.